Hi, I'm Nathan Tannenbaum with these stories from the Las Vegas Review-Journal. Following Sunday's Review-Journal cover story on Danny Tarkanian's run for the Republican nomination to oppose Harry Reid in November, Monday's print and online RJ looks at a latecomer to the crowded field, retired New York investment banker John Chachas. Political writer Laura Myers profiles the native of Ely, Nevada, resisting the carpetbagger moniker that some have attached to his return to the Silver State.
There will be people who criticize that. Look, I went away to college and built a 20-year career helping businesses across the country, but Nevada's home, and I'm ready to come home and do that. All you can do is try to speak to the people and hope that you resonate with the things that are on their mind.
And speaking of politics, the Political Eye Monday looks at another of the many GOP Senate hopefuls, Sue Loudon, and how some of her opponents are critical of her role on the board of directors of a failed bank. The Eye also takes note of the incumbent, that would be Senator Reid, leaving the mountains of East Coast snow behind for a fundraising swing through the West. There's also a note on a specific question that Democratic Senator Barbara Boxer asked of 3 nominees to the Nuclear Regulatory Commission. Let's just say that Harry Reid's name came up. It's all in the Political Eye, in print and online Monday. In 2009, Clark County tax revenue fell $82 million short of expectations. In 2010, that number may nearly quadruple. Monday's Review-Journal includes a report on the wide-ranging ramifications of that kind of financial punch, including some local government number crunchers guessing about how long it might take to recover. And Review-Journal medical writer Paul Harrison's preparing a story on the local branch of a national effort that helps the loved ones of victims of any kind of tragedy.
Well, it was one of those nights when you're asleep in bed and you get that phone call that's every mother and father's worst nightmare that says that your son's been in a very severe car accident and you need to go to the hospital.
That was, you just don't know what's going on in there. You're filling out paperwork and you're answering questions and you don't really know, is your son okay, is your son not okay? And as you start to go back to the ECU, all of a sudden this person comes up and says hello. And Georgia and Ellen, and they introduce themselves, and all of a sudden you realize you have this friend who's going to help walk you through this.
Keep an eye out for Harrison's story on TIPS, the Trauma Intervention Programs. And your weather. Well, if you were to call a high temp above 70 warm in the middle of July, you'd get laughed at. But here in the middle of February, it's great. Even if we don't make it that far, daytime highs in the mid to upper 60s are certainly considered above normal. Overnight lows will be in the low to mid 40s. For breaking news 24/7, you're at the right spot, ReviewJournal.com.